Hey YouTube, it's Langsta here, and this week we're going to be making the cup noodle with meat. So on the screen are the ingredients as usual, and unlike the previous cup noodle dishes, this one actually takes a bit longer to prepare. So it's a really great way of improving your cooking skills bit by bit if you follow these cup noodle special episodes. If you haven't already, please subscribe and like this video for more. Now before we begin this week's cooking, I am going to answer the questions I've received this week, and then we shall go on to the actual cooking itself. So this week my friend is not at home, he's gone back to see his family, so I'm going to have to ask myself the questions which you guys have asked me. So the first one is from Darklight Dreamer, and he says, excited about the idea of you doing food challenges alongside this? Yeah, it's going to be great. What are your favourite things to cook, and what is your favourite thing to eat? Well, my favourite thing to cook is probably... So my favourite dish to cook at home would probably be pork belly adobo. It's a Filipino dish and it is absolutely delicious. It's like really slow cooked pork belly to make the fat render really properly and melt in your mouth. It's got this really nice savoury taste to it, and they add a bit of vinegar in it, so it makes it really nice. It is absolutely amazing. I guarantee you'll love it if you try it. So definitely, if you have the chance, try it out. And if you don't know how to cook it, I may just do a video to teach you how to make a pork adobo. So my favourite thing to eat is slightly different. It is not something which I can cook, unfortunately. I want to learn, I need to learn it. It is the achari chicken curry or the shatkora chicken curry. Both of them are absolutely delicious and they are my favourite curries to order from takeaways. So the achari chicken has pickles in it and it really adds flavour to the dish. Oh, my mouth is watering already. And the shatkora chicken, the shatkora is like using some kind of pickled lime, I think, or lemon, and it is, again, absolutely fantastic. So as you can probably tell, I like my sour stuff. So I love kimchi from Korea, chips with vinegar, or fries with vinegar if you're from America. So DexZ, or DexZ, maybe it's Dexy? Dex, D-E-X-Z. Your question is there a dish impossible to make in the game for it to come to life? Yes, there definitely is. I don't think I'll be able to make the fish Whopper one, because I can't find a fish that big with snake-like scales in real life, but I'll try to do something similar. I'll see how it goes. Unless Square Enix decides to sponsor me. Square Enix, sponsor me please. So those are the questions I've had this week. Thank you for asking them. Right, so let's start this week's episode. First up, heat up a frying pan till it's quite hot. Pour in some olive oil to coat. And place in the steak. For this one, I cut my steak into smaller pieces and I had multiple steaks. I seasoned the steaks with celery salt and black pepper. Now, because in the picture in the game the meat was very rare, I'm going to go along with that and I'm cooking mine till it's rare/medium rare. In the last minute of cooking, add some butter to the pan and coat. After resting the steak for about 5 minutes after cooking, cut it in half from the sides and trim to the size you want. As you can see, the steak is more rare than medium rare. That is fine because when you put the meat into the cup noodle, the heat from the cup noodles will actually cook it slightly more to make it medium rare. Now to make the enoki mushrooms, just put into boiling water for about 2 minutes and remove. After those 3 agonizing minutes of waiting for the cup noodles to be done, plate up and you are ready to go. So, this is episode 7 now. Oh no, I got bad luck. This is episode 7 now of cooking Final Fantasy foods, and look at this beauty. It looks so beautiful, I don't even want to eat it. But I do want to eat it. How am I even going to eat this? Oh dear. There's so much in here. Okay, I'll just eat the meat then. That meat is so tender because it's the ribeye. So ribeye is probably the best piece of meat that you can buy in a store, and it is the softest, most flavoursome and fatty piece of beef. And because it's fatty, it's delicious. I mean, just look at that. So I've cooked it rare to medium rare, because in the game the Behemoth Meat was red all over except for the sides. So I made it red all over except for the sides. Oh wow. So those Enoki mushrooms really are something. They are so powerful. It's got this really delicious earthiness, but it's sweet and it's really crunchy as well. Not that it's like crispy crunchy, but it is nice. This meat, however, is making the dish very hard to maneuver. I haven't even touched the noodle yet. Oh. Okay, so here's the noodle. This is by far, and it's already by far my favorite of the cup noodles. It is perfection. You probably can't even see it, but I got a tear in my eye now. This is beautiful stuff. It is absolutely gorgeous. So one thing I've noticed is, because the egg which was already in the dish is really sweet. So when I have it with the Behemoth Meat or beef ribeye, the sweetness kind of puts it off balance. So that is the cons of the meat cup noodle so far. One con, and so many pros. This dish has made me very happy. Woo. That's the sound of the Enoki mushrooms. It is crunchy. So because I used butter with the steak, the butter is now in the soup of the noodles, and it's made it really rich and delicious tasting. I wouldn't have too many of these though. It is pure heaven. So there's quite a lot in here actually. And I'm only halfway through and I'm already feeling full. Like really full. Whew. I'm sweating now. This dish is really hot. And because there's so much meat, wow, my stomach is working overtime to digest this. There's no more meat. No. There's no more meat. What is life without meat? Because the Behemoth Meat or beef ribeye was so delicious and the Enoki mushrooms so refreshingly crisp, the rest of the noodles just don't really add anything to the dish anymore. So the fake meat in here, which I previously said was delicious, doesn't taste so special anymore. In fact, it doesn't taste anywhere near like meat. It's really strange. So when you have the meat by itself, the meat tastes really meaty. It's got a really nice, juicy umami coming out of it. But when you eat it with real meat, it tastes a bit like fungus. A bit like, if you know what corn is that vegetarian replacement for meat, which tastes like meat, looks like meat almost, but isn't meat. This is like that. To be fair, I experienced a similar kind of thing when I was eating the egg version and the shrimp version. When you're eating the egg in here by itself, it's a bit sweet, but it's delicious still. However, when you have it with the real egg, then you're just blown out of the water and you're like, this egg is amazing. And then when you have the fake egg, it's nah. Same thing with the shrimp. So when you have these little baby shrimp in here on its own, that tastes nice. It's meaty, shrimpy. But last week when I made the shrimp version with the massive king prawns, it was again blowing this fake shrimp out of the water. I mean, of course you'd expect it. In Gladius's point of view and in my own, it's not the perfect cup noodle anymore because it takes away from the cup noodle. Oh my. So because I had the butter in the soup, like I said before, it is so full of flavor, so rich, so delicious. So I finished eating now, and that was absolutely gorgeous. I mean, oh my gosh. So far, plain cup noodles, last place, egg, shrimp, and now meat. Next week, I'm going to be making the special ultimate cup noodle. So it's not going to be using the same type of ingredients. So basically, I'm not going to be using ribeye, I'm not going to be using scrambled eggs, and I'm not going to be using king prawn. I'm going to try and make the ultimate cup noodle, whilst at the same time not taking away too much from the cup noodle itself. So basically, I want something that complements the cup noodle perfectly. That's what I want. I want to make it beautiful. So thank you so much for watching my videos. It means so much to me, especially all these comments of you guys saying that you want to try them out and that you have tried them out. I would love to see the pictures. I would love to see how your one ended up, and I would also like to see how good I am at giving cooking instructions. So that's it for episode 7 of Cooking Final Fantasy 15 Foods, yay! So next week I'm going to be doing the ultimate cup noodle. Please watch it because it will be the finale of the cup noodle specials. And then after that I'll be going back onto the other dishes of Final Fantasy 15. So first off, it will be the green soup curry, which is, I think, the most popularly voted. I drew a line in the sand, right? Okay, it doesn't matter if the other ones are more popular now. I drew a line in the sand. The next one is going to be green soup curry. Then it's going to be king stew. And then something fishy, because you guys have said you want something fishy. So I've got a couple of ideas in mind, and one of you who have been with me from the beginning, you know who you are, has requested a fishy dish. So I will go with that. I think I've got some meat stuck between my teeth. So I've enjoyed this episode so much, and I hope you guys at home are watching this and enjoying it as much as I am. And I hope I've made your mouths water, because that would be an amazing sign that the food is good. This coming weekend, I am going to be filming something with my friends, and expect to see that maybe midway through next week. So I'm thinking of continuing the cooking videos, but at the same time, on the other side, I'm going to be making some vlogs slash challenges, depending on what I feel like on the day. So hopefully there'll be more to this channel than just cooking, and hopefully you guys will welcome that with open arms. I'm not surprised that Gladiolus is so hench now. There was so much protein in that cup, it was insane. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please like this video and comment below, and I really do enjoy replying to your comments as well, so it's a good way of us to communicate. So once again, thank you for watching. I've had a wonderful time, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I shall see you soon. Bye bye.